Welcome to the video. I feel like the setup is actually kind of good this time. The lights actually look okay. And I have my good ring light over here this time. I'm not using natural light, so I think this is pretty good for not having natural light. Because it's like, what time is it? What time is it? Hello? It's 8:30 p.m. and I usually make my videos around the afternoon time, like between 2, 3, 4 o'clock, because that's when I get the best light in. Well, I'm just going on a tangent. It's fine. But that's usually when I make my videos because natural lighting is usually the best to make a video. Let's continue the video. Or start the video. Whichever, hey. So basically, it's summertime. You know what people wear in the summertime? Tank tops. Sometimes. Or you don't want to. And usually I don't want to, but today I wanted to. So I'm wearing kind of tank top-ish, whatever. And I'm wearing my hair in a braid. So, yeah, it's really cute. I like that it just goes like this, the two colors. That's one of my favorite parts of having split dyed hair. But you can see my stub when I have my hair braided and I'm wearing a tank top, it's very rare for me to do both of those, let alone both at the exact same time. So it's usually hard for people to see my stubby, and it's not like I'm showing off my stubby to everybody, because that's just really weird. Just like, hey guys, every 10 seconds. So most people don't know what it looks like, because it's just hiding the entire time. But this is my stubby. Its name is Stubby. Because, why, you might ask? It's a stub. Ask me when I was I don't know how old I was. I was a baby when I named it. So, ask Baby Hope, okay? Thank you. And I don't know how many people know I have one arm, because multiple times, recently, people I've met in person multiple times have been like, wait, you have one arm. They've seen me in person and they didn't realize I had one arm, which I think is funny. It's just funny to me. And I'm like, yeah, I have one arm. And they just never realize it. I think that's really funny. And that makes me wonder how many people on the internet that follow me or see me around the internet. How many of you know I have one arm? That makes me curious. So please comment down below if you knew, or mainly if you didn't know I had one arm, because that's really intriguing to me. But Stubby has gone through a lot. Got some cool stretch marks, everything. Awesome sauce. Beautiful. Stupid bug bites. Mosquitoes love to bite my stubby, and it's so mean. Why do you have to bully Stubby? Huh? But when I was born, I actually had a finger, allegedly, here. This little part, there was a little loose skin, that looked like a finger shape, but it was kind of just a thing of skin, and they cut it off, or put whatever.
2,000 years later.
They put a rubber band around whatever they did. And so now I have just like this little thing here. There's actually a photo, I think, of the finger being on the stubby. I don't think I will be able to find it for you, but there is a photo. So that's what this little part is. And if you're wondering what this is, you're like, oh, that's weird. Like I was born with one arm, but you're like, oh, what's that then? Like, I was born with one arm, but basically, I was like, I don't know what age. I think I was like 12 through 11, 10 maybe. And I was with my twin sister, of course, and we were just chilling. And I don't know, it's like, I'm going to put a timestamp if you would like to skip this little section here because it's like gross and it has to do with like bones coming out of places. So like if you don't want to hear this, I will put a timestamp for you. But anyways, moving on. Basically we're just hanging out and then all of a sudden white stuff just like shot out of the end of my stubby. And my stubby was very like whoop. And I used to literally use it to play games and stuff. Like I would use it for like little controllers and stuff like that. And like white stuff shot out of it. And like Game Boys and like whatever, I just use it as like a hand. And then white stuff just shot out of it. And I was like, what? It didn't hurt or anything. And I was like a little nervous. I was like, what? And I told my sister. And I literally was able to make it do it. Like, I don't think that's good, but I was able to make it shoot more white stuff out of the tip of my arm. And I did it to show her. And it went on the couch. I remember this so, like, much. I remember doing it, and it shot on the couch. And then she had to go get a napkin and wipe it up for me. And I said, don't tell Mom and Dad. I was like, on the verge of tears. I was like, don't tell Mom and Dad, please. Don't. And she told them. Spoiler alert. She told them. Thankfully, she did. I guess I'm not upset at her anymore, She did kind of save my life. Because, found out that was my bone wanting to poke at the end. We, went to the ER, whatever. We went to the hospital, figured out I wanted to poke out the end, and there was actually an infection in my bone. But here's the remarkable thing, y'all. Here's something that blew people's mind. So many things about my body have blown people's, mind, doctors and stuff, but the bone infection, usually a bone infection just keeps going. If you're gonna go bone infection, it's gonna go. It somehow, it, cut itself off from the bone, and it made, a little thing where the infection only stayed in one little area at the tip. Somehow. We can't really explain how, but that happened. So, yeah, the infection didn't spread, and I'm confused by that. I don't have answer. Really confused by that. But hey, I'm not gonna question it. I shouldn't question it because I'm alive still from that. But basically, I was growing. My bone kept growing while I was getting older, growing, but the skin doesn't grow with it. But my bone kept growing and getting longer. And I remember before I had my first bone surgery on this, my arm was so long. What I had or whatever. It was quite long. It was up to there, I feel like. It was long. I think there's a photo somewhere of it. It was long. But basically, every few years, when it starts to feel like tight, they have to cut my bone. Yep. You hit her first. That's such a lie. Yeah. They basically every few years they had to cut my bone and make it shorter. And basically every few years they had to do that until I stopped growing. And it's not fun. I had probably like I don't know, I didn't really count, like at least 4 surgeries on my arm just to shorten it. And it's sad because it just gets shorter and shorter every time. And then that's why it looks like this. Because they like, I don't know what they do, but they like do something. Honestly, for having 4 surgeries, probably more on this, it looks quite good. Like, they did a good job, in my opinion. My orthopedic doctor did a great job. Shout out to you. But that's Stubby. Yeah. I can literally, I hold things, hold on. Here's a, oh, I love these. I literally got these yesterday. I love them little poppet things, and they're like so cute. But look, boom, gone, hiding it. I hide so much under my Stubby, like I can, I mean. And the amount of times I've put chocolate underneath there to grab and hold, and I just forgot it was there, and it melted is quite, you'd be surprised how high the number is. So yeah, I hold things under it, and they did give me the option at one point, instead of going through all these surgeries, do you want to just like, cut it off at the shoulder, like here, or wherever it goes. Do you want to just like chop it off at the shoulder, and end it there? And I said no, because I use it, and that was just an example of how I use it. Is I just would feel like a part of me is missing, and if I don't have to go through that, I would rather not go through that. And I'm lucky to have like the choice to not go through that, because of how many people just lose limbs and stuff, and they have to go through that, and they didn't have a choice. So yeah, I'm lucky I got to choose that, and I chose to keep it because I literally named it when I was very young and use it and everything. So this is Stubby. Thank you for watching this video and saying hi to Stubby. I wave to people with Stubby sometimes, and it wiggles very well. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a good day, and if you cannot have a good day, there's always tomorrow. Bye.
I live inside my own world of make